This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 21, verse 6. For thus hath the Lord said unto me, Go, set a watchman, let him declare what he seeth. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahushai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth of sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Isaiah chapter 21 verse 6 is that I'm going to show various articles that proves that a civil war is coming. All right. Sedition is coming here in Babylon the Great. And it's looking like this 2024 election might kick it off. Okay. What you see in front of your screen, this is from NBC News. It says extremists inspired by conspiracy theories. Right. What are those conspiracy theories? That the election is rigged. All right. That they're tampering with the ballots. All right. That's all is being shown on social media. Okay. And so you have individuals out there, both on the red and blue team, all right, who are fed up, okay, with the corruption and saying, you know what, it's time to take matters in my own hand, all right? And again, it's looking like this election. So those, again, the conspiracy theories, all right? The election is a fraud. It's rigged, all right? They stole the election, okay? So, hey, look, a lot of things are about to happen, okay, as we get closer to this election and the day of the election. So let's continue on. Extremists inspired by conspiracy theories pose major threat to 24 election, U.S. intelligence warns. Candidates, elected officials, election workers, members of the media, and judges involved in election cases are among those U.S. intelligence officials identify as targets. Damn, that's a lot of people, okay? And that reminds me of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world, them that dwell therein. 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right. Okay? Meaning, this is going to happen here in America, because America is part of the world. Right? Okay? You know, for years, you American peons, you know, you saw on social media or different news outlets of your choosing, you saw the dysfunction and the civil unrest happening throughout Europe, all right, throughout the Middle East, throughout Africa, throughout Central South America, all right, throughout Asia. And you were just looking at it and just like, that's interesting, and then continue on in your wickedness. All right? But you didn't phantom in your all right, bird brain skull of yours that those types of events can happen here in Babylon the Great. And now we got articles that proves, all right, that it's coming. Hard hitting in your face. Okay? And it's all the will of the Lord. All right? Because he's setting it up. Okay? He's making sure the Egyptians go against the Egyptians. So continuing on. 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Here's the point. 16. For there shall be sedition among men, that's a civil war, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And this article, okay, pretty much is letting the people know in America that, hey, A lot of sedition is coming. You also have from Politico, the feds saying there's an uptick in online chatter among extremists preparing for a civil war. All right, this article came out October 25th, 2024. It says a Department of Homeland Security report says the discussions are tied to the 2024 election and concerns about immigration, right? Okay, because the borders are wide open and they're just letting anybody in. Okay. U.S. intelligence authorities are seeing a rise in online discussions among domestic extremists about preparations for what they imagine to be an imminent civil war, according to the Department of Homeland Security report. There you go. Okay, so this is coming from the federal government. All right. Now, what's so interesting is that back in January 2024, the CFR, okay, which is known as the Council on Foreign Relations, they predicted conflicts to watch in 2024. And check it out. See these? See the three red? Okay, let's start with the first one. A highly disruptive cyber attack on U.S. critical infrastructure, including electoral systems by a state or non-state entity. Right. Okay, so prepare for a cyber attack that could hit the election. All right, and you already know. All right, certain media conglomerates that are controlled by the CIA are going to say it was Russia, China, Iran. All right. Okay. They're going to say that. All right, that are meddling in the U.S. election. Okay. Or they could say it was an extremist from the red team or the blue team. Okay. Let's go back to the CFR. The CFR also said this. Growing political polarization in the United States, particularly around the 2024 presidential election, leads to acts of domestic terrorism and political violence. That's your civil war. And they say the likelihood is high. The impact is very high. This is the Council on Foreign Relations. These are the ones that really control your government for you clowns that still think about voting. That's why we keep telling our people, all right, stop trusting in spiritually Egypt, which is also known as Babylon the Great. All right? This place is going to pierce you. Don't go out to vote. Just sit back, relax, watch a movie. Okay? All right? Shoot. What you should do it if you're if you're new to the faith. All right? Getting these scriptures in your mind. All right? Getting built up for what's to come. All right? But the point is, there's no point of going out there. All right? Let these Edomites, all right, bang on each other. This is their bullshit system. Let them purge each other out. All right? You just sit back and chill and watch the show, man. All right? That's what we going to do here at Great Millstone through Spirit Power Yahweh Bashim Shah. We're going to watch it and laugh and giggle and drink and be excited that these clowns are purging each other. Okay? The other one is a surge in migration to the southwest border of the United States, driven by criminal violence, corruption, and economic hardships in Central America and Mexico. Likelihood high, impact high, right? And this has all happened. This was the CFR. They brought this out in January 2024. Okay? Again, I'm just declaring what I'm seeing. Okay? All right? And, I'm just speaking as a man. It's looking like Trump's coming in because Trump's really going to put in that work on you jakes. Because really, when you look at who was really causing disruption and destruction, okay, in America, it was the blue team. It was the George Soros and the Goomba squad. All right? But hey, the Lord can make the red team do it. At the end of the day, it's going down. Okay? Let's get another scripture. Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. This is a milk scripture, but a good scripture. All right? And this scripture has to come out more and more because this is how you know America's done. All right, here it is. They got to go. Their kingdom's divided, yet they got to go worry about the Russians, the Chinese, the Iranians, okay, and NATO, okay, which is made up of the European Union, okay, and excuse me, right, NATO, which is made up of the European Union, all right, and of course, Turkey and Canada, which is not part of the European Union, all right. But NATO is the beast, all right, and shoot, Europe is hella pissed off at America, okay. So it's only going to get worse for this place, man. So the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. Right, you're going to see, all right, different cities, different districts, all right, bang on each other, wanting their candidate to be president, wanted their candidate to win the election, not the other one, okay? And that's what you're going to see, all right, especially those flip-flop states, those swing states. That's where the real purging is going to be at, all right? Let me show you something, okay? Swing states. Swing states. What are the swing states? See polling, okay? Check this out. Let me show you something here. These are the swing states, the battleground states. The Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Michigan, right? Again, Detroit. Again, you know, may Yahweh Shem Shai be with the sincere brothers out there and sisters that live out in Michigan, because that place is I believe, I'm speaking just seeing things economically. That's one of the first states to go into civil war. That and what's it called? Pennsylvania. Okay, I'm still want to see Illinois, Chicago, because Chicago that place is a very interesting place. I don't understand how that place is functioning, but you know, again, Chicago is corrupt and it runs on a corrupt system from the Capone years. But I see that place going down too. But the point is, definitely Pennsylvania, which is Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh. Oh, Pittsburgh, that place is gonna go. Will be one of the first ones too. Okay, and Michigan. All right. So these are the swing states. So these could go easily into a civil war, like no other. All right, because they're constantly going back and forth, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. Okay, throughout these election cycles. So let's go back to the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Right. And clearly, all right, Satan casting out Satan. That's Esau banging on Esau, right? Okay. And again, you Jakes, you following this devil, you're going to be punished too. All right? Because, let me get that scripture. Though hand join hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. Okay? What is it? Proverbs 21. Is it? No, it should be 29. Excuse me. Nope. So let me type it out. Proverbs 11 and 21. Okay. Though hand join hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of righteous shall be delivered. Right. And we believe Yahweh Bashem Shai is going to protect us and deliver us from this coming civil unrest, sedition. Okay. Let's go back. Okay, I'm done with that scripture. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Right. Okay. Hey, and look, man, you even got articles like this. The Biden-Harris administration risk of another 9/11. The administration refuses to really evaluate its easy admission border policies, despite the identification of hundreds of terrorist suspects and the waves of illegal immigrants entering the country, right? Which is going to lead to a civil war because, all right, people are going to be like, government can't be trusted, all right? Can't be trusted. They basically allowed this to happen, all right? Let's get 3, and the spirit of Egyptian shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel there. Right, and that's the Lord doing. He's breaking these people's hope, all right? Because these people don't know who to trust. They don't know who to trust the media. They can't trust the media. Well, look, the Washington Post, Jeff Bezos had to write an article. Trust in media, Jeff Bezos. What? This is Jeff Bezos wrote this, and he didn't even charge nobody, because usually you have to pay to read Washington Post articles. The hard truth: Americans don't trust the news media. You see, in the new annual public surveys about trust and reputation, journalists and the media have regularly fallen near the very bottom, often just above Congress. But in this year's Gallup poll, we have managed to fall below Congress. Our profession is now the least trusted of all. This is how you know a civil war is coming. All right? All it takes is an event, whether it be something that happens regarding the border being open, whether it be a cyber attack, and boom. Okay? You got your civil war, because no one's going to believe what the media is saying. They're going to be like, wait a minute. Fuck that. Are you okay? And they're just going to, all right, purge. Okay? They're just going to purge. Especially if the media is, when it comes to this election thing too. If the media is saying like, no, this candidate won, they're like, oh, hell no. All right? And that's how you know it's coming. This civil war is coming, man. There's so many scenarios that can pop off for the civil war to ignite. Okay? Shoot. You even have the Washington Post saying, this is an opinion piece, our deepening cold civil war. Right, because really, America is in a cold civil war right now. Let's get a definition of a cold civil war. Let's get some terms out here. Cold war, meaning a cold war is a state of conflict between nations or citizens within a nation that does not involve direct military action but is pursued primarily through economic and political actions, propaganda, acts of espionage, and proxy wars waged by surrogates. Isn't that not? All right. What's happening in terms of propaganda? All right. Acts of espionage, right? Oh, the election is rigged. Okay. Yeah. So you have threats, propaganda, and other measures short of open warfare. Exactly. Hostility. That's all it means. A state of political hostility. Isn't that what you're clearly seeing in America, Babylon the Great? So yeah. All right. We're in a, maybe I'll title that. Yeah, I'm probably going to, Lord willing, I remember. I'm going to title that. That's because that's a beautiful title right there. Hold on. Let's get that title again. Where we at? Here we go. Cold Civil War. There you go. Everything I brought out is literally clearly cold. Cold Civil War going into a hot war. Okay? So let me exit out of that. And Amos chapter 3 verse 6, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it? Right. Again, this is of the Lord. He did it. He's making it happen. He's bringing about the civil war. Okay? Again, what did he say here in Isaiah 19:2? And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. You see? Okay? Let me continue on Isaiah 19:3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. Right, the Lord is doing this. All right, he's creating division. He's creating the chaos. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to wizards. Right, okay? And if you go into the NLT version, it says, the Egyptians will lose heart, and I will confuse their plans. They will plead with their idols for wisdom and call on spirits, mediums, and those who consult with the spirits of the dead. Right, they're going to get into more wickedness. All right, to try to cope with their confusion. And it's just going to get worse. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord and a fierce king. All right, that's why I think, the dawn is coming back. All right, But we'll see. The Lord could put Barney in, and Barney could be a fierce king, or Mickey Mouse could be a fierce king. Okay, shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. That's right. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 12. The righteous man wisely considered the house of the wicked. Right. And if you call yourself a prophet, you're supposed to look at this article and wisely consider what's about to happen, man. Look at this one. CBS News. Threat actors likely to take advantage of election fraud claims to fuel violence. Bulletin warns. Right. Election fraud. All right. People don't trust, all right, the system. So you clearly see what's about to happen to the house of the wicked. Why? Because it's the will of the Lord. He's overthrowing it. Right? Proverbs chapter 21, verse 12. The righteous man wisely considered the house of wicked. All right, but the Most High power, Yahweh Shem Shai, overthrow the wicked for their wickedness. Exactly. Okay? So, this is what's coming, man. Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right, and America is a good example of what you're seeing. Okay? What's the title again? What's the title one more time? Cold civil war is going to turn into a hot war, right? That's what you're clearly seeing. It's a cold civil war in America. All right, it's going to go hot real soon. Lord willing, it's this election. Lord willing. Okay, it's looking like it, man. With all these articles, all right, and just the times that we're in, shit's got to happen, man, so they can implement that martial law on that chip. Job chapter 18, verse 11. Terror shall make him afraid on every side and shall drive him to his feet. Exactly. Not only they got to worry about a civil war, they also got to worry about the Russians and China and Iran and NATO and the EU, the beast, which is NATO and EU. Okay, they got to worry about them too. America, man, all right, you're screwed, man. But this is the will of the Lord. Again, terror shall make him afraid on every side and shall drive him to his feet. Right, you're being driven to your feet, man. Okay, you're being humbled down, man. 12, his strength shall be hunger bitten. Right, you're losing your strength. And destruction shall be ready at his side. You see that? Yeah, man, it's going down. Hey, don't get mad at the prophets. All right, this is just the truth. All right? Don't get mad at us. All right? You did this to yourself. You fucked up. Stop being wicked. But you're not, because you were created, all right, to be the wicked. Okay? The Lord made everything for himself, even the wicked for the day of destruction. Let me get that. Okay? Got to get that. See, this is how you understand the will of the Lord, man, and that's why you just go along with his program. Okay? Because there is no such thing as free will. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. You see? So there you go. All right? And last one, and I'll close out because this is our career, this is our job. We're watchmen, and that's why we push out these videos, all right, day in and day out through the spirit power Yahweh Shemel Shai. It's the measure that he gave us, okay, to warn our people, whether they forhear or forbear. All right, so we get the blood off of him. And this is the responsibility the Lord gave us, okay? This is part of us obeying the Lord. He blessed us with his secrets. All right, he basically gave us the battle plan of what he's about to do to America and the rest of this world. So, okay, he has instructed us to go out and teach this word, to warn his people, all right, to show faith and to show obedience. That's why we're out here. The watchman's duty, Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 1. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, verse 2, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, right? Who are the children of thy people? The Israelites. And say unto them, when I bring a sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchman. 3, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. And that's what we're doing, okay? We're prophets, okay? All right, that's what the Lord blessed us with, all right, to see the sword that comes. And he told us, look, when you see that sword that comes, you warn the people, whether they hear for bear. Okay, I keep saying that. Okay, whether they hear for bear, because it doesn't matter if you believe or not. We have to do this. Okay, it's instructed in us. All right, Ezekiel. What is it? Ezekiel 2. A prophet's call, right? And he said unto me, Ezekiel 2:1, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee. 2. And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me, and set me upon my feet. And I heard him that spake unto me. 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. Right, and you clearly see it. This is what's going on amongst Jake, the bulk of Jake. Just go watch World Star Hip Hop, or go look at some of these Red Pill podcasts and see what they bring out regarding how wicked Jake is. Okay, especially the women. All right, insanity. 4. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. Right, and that's the point. Okay, so the Lord put us on game. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Right. That's what we're saying. Thus saith the Lord. 5. But here's the point. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house. Right. So the Lord told us you're going to be rebellious. But hey, it's whether you hear or forbear. That's the point. Yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. Right. So that's the point. We have to go out and teach the word, whether you hear or whether you forbear. Okay. That's our job. But you're going to know a prophet was among you when all hell breaks loose. Okay. And guess what? We're not going to be on the highways and byways teaching, all right, when all hell breaks loose. Okay? We are going, all right, to use wisdom, all right, and pray to the Lord, and the Lord is going to protect us wherever we be at when that day comes. All right? Ezekiel 33:4. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. Right. And the bulk of our people are not going to see this. They're going to be like, oh, you guys have been saying that for years and years. All right. Nothing's going to happen that drastic. The government won't allow it. Blah, blah, blah. Well, that's what you get for trusting in the shadow of Egypt. All right. This place is going to pierce you. Oh, got to bring that scripture out. Okay. This is what happens when you trust in Egypt, man. Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. No. That was the wrong one. This broken reed. Isaiah 36 and 6. Salakia. Lo, thou trust in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Right. Okay. Whether you trust in Trump or you trust in Kamala or the fucking Bobo the Clown or the Teletubbies, Barney and Friends. Okay. You're still gonna get pierced because this is a broken reed. This place is done. All right. And you Jakes lean into it thinking that shit's not gonna happen. You're gonna get pierced by it. Real talk. So back to Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 5. So continue on. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. You see that? And the elect have taken heed. All right? And we're doing everything we can through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to be protected. All right? And be covered when all hell breaks loose. 6. But if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people not be warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. Right. And that goes for you pseudo-Hebrew Israelite camps out there that are not warning, all right, the nation Israel what's to come, that are still, engaging in particular topics that have nothing to do with prophecy, all right, or twisting the scriptures up, all right, which is not preparing the minds of your congregation, okay, because, all right, are you telling them about the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, okay, for the most part, or making it part, okay, of the forefront of your doctrine? The most of you pseudo Hebrew Israelite camps are not, and a lot of y'all are not talking about martial law coming, okay. A lot of y'all are not talking about martial law is coming. Okay? And a lot of you, and especially it's going to bring about Jacob's trouble. This is wait, who was it? Some individual said Jacob's trouble is gay. Well, hey, every idle word, okay. Watch what happens. So, Lord willing is less edifying. It was longer than I anticipated, but hey, it was the spirit. As you can see, it's about to go down. Lord willing, this is this election. Either way, doesn't matter. Something's going to go down because both sides don't want neither candidate to be president. So you already know it's going to go down. Also, all right, the CFR been put the people on game that the shit is going to go down anyway. And the CFR, okay, they're the real think tank for America. They're the real ones that let you know what things happen before they happen. And they're letting you know cyber attack is a possibility. It's very high, okay? It's moderate to high. And terrorism, domestic terrorism, political violence, as well as criminal violence, corruption, and economic hardship that's causing the migration, the border to be, the influx of migrants coming in, which is going to lead to more chaos. So we're here, and this is all leading to a civil war and World War III. And this is all done through the spirit power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So Lord willing is us edifying. I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their life for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it there. Keep the faith. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. Keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders. As you can see, we're almost out of here. It's about to be turn up. The Lord's about to turn up. It's about to be turn up season. So lock in. To the few sisters that are out there that are watching and studying, pray with your head cover and continue what you're doing. We're almost out of here. And with that, shalom.